gonna tell this one time. Great-grandpa Charlie Liverman farmed big fields of corn and sweet potatoes, watermelons, other field crops like that. They on part of the old Portlock plantations in South Norfolk, Virginia. And Grandpa Charlie, great-grandpa Charlie, had a boy named Bo. Great-grandpa did all the work. Bo was wanting to be a city boy. He was back and forth to town. Grandpa working all the time. Grandpa got caught in a thunderstorm one day out in the field, sweet potato field, with his mule, Jack. And they had to come back to the house. It was such a bad storm. It was getting drenched and drowning, cold, wind blowing. And it was probably 3/4 of a mile to get back to the house. It took them forever. And they got back to the house, and Mo said, "Pappy," says, "you know, if you built your little shed out there at the other end of the fields, when a bad storm come along and you and the mule Jack's out there working, y'all can get into shelter out there quicker than you can coming all the way back here to the house. It'd be good for you." So Pappy got Mo to help him, and they went and built a shed out there at the far end of the field. They took some boards out there and they built a shed. And they said, "All right, let's let Jack get in there and try it out." So they took Jack by the bridle and carried him over to the shed. And Jack got over to the shed, and he was too tall to go in there. So Pappy was pulling on the reins, pulling his head down to get Jack's head ducked down enough to go into the shed. And it just wouldn't go. His ears was too long. That old mule had big old long ears, and his ears wouldn't go in the door. So Pappy said, "What we gonna do?" Mo says, "Hey, let's cut his ears off." Pappy said, "That's a good idea, let's cut his ears off." Mo says, "I got a straight razor out there in the wagon, I'll go get it." And Pappy said, "Yeah, get some axle grease too. That's what we need. Straight razor and then axle grease to put on the cut." So Mo went and got it, and he come back. Pappy grabbed a hold of Jack's ear, bit on it, started pulling, stretching out that ear. Pappy just a-biting on it, and the mule, he just a-hollering and a-kicking, and Mo getting the straight razor ready to cut him. And about that time, Mo's son, Bill, cousin Bill, walked out there and said, "What y'all doing?" And Mo and Pappy said, "Hey, Bill, how you?" And he said, "What are y'all doing?" And they said, "Well, we built this shed here for Jack to get in out of the weather when it get bad, but his ears are too long, so we're gonna cut them off." Bill says, hold on, Pappy, Daddy, hold on. What you got to do first is you dig out underneath the doorway, kind of a slanted hole." And Pappy said, "Wait a minute. Listen here, you young whippersnapper. Now, you might have just graduated that college down there at Duke and went to engineering school and all that kind of stuff. But there's one thing I know. You ain't got to dig no hole to cut off a mule's ears." That's that, Skippy.